Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the Sun transiting the sixth house in a natal chart. Now, a Sun transit in a house generally lasts for about 30 days because the Sun moves at about 1 degree per day, and the average house size is 30 degrees. It actually is 30 degrees the average size of a house. However, if your house size is a little bit smaller, then the Sun will be transiting that house for a shorter duration of time. If your house is a little bit bigger than 30 degrees, then the Sun will transit that house for a little bit longer period. Say if your house size is 40 degrees, then the Sun will traverse that house for about 40 days. If your house size, say, is 25 degrees, then the Sun will transit that house for about 25 days. Well, anyway, as far as the Sun transiting the sixth house, there may be a very strong emphasis on work, service, and health matters during this period. If somebody, you may be making strong modifications perhaps to a diet or health or exercise routine. If you're currently on some kind of health routine or exercise program, you might be increasing the workload a lot stronger or working out even more. Say if you are already working out, you might be even working out more for greater durations and lifting and really deciding to lift much heavier weights or something than what you're accustomed to doing. There might be something where you might be putting a lot more emphasis on that area of your life. There may be a desire to shine in work related matters at this particular time. It's interesting, I think, like when you look at this transit, say if that there's somebody that is in a subordinate position at work, they might take on more leadership attributes during this period, even if this person is in a subservient or subordinate position at work. But on the other side of the coin, if this person, say, that is experiencing this transit is actually in an authority position, then you might see this person maybe a little bit more inclined to join in with the subordinate workers and help them out a little bit, because the sixth house is about not just work, but it's about service. And it could really be about, and really about service can be in a position and authority, but it could also be about service as far as subordinate position as well, and being of service to employees for that matter, if you are an employer or supervisor. So, and another thing, this person might be really more inclined to be looking to be lauded and praised during this period. This person might be seeking a little bit more accolades, more recognition for things pertaining to their employment. Maybe this is a time where this person may win, say, Employee of the Month, for example. This might be a time where this person might make enhancements and modifications to their daily routine. This is where the person wants to shine right now as far as the Sun transiting the sixth house goes. This could be a period where this person might be very more systematic and organized during this period than ordinarily. Even if this person generally is not really doesn't emphasize organization or in his or her life, this is a period where you might find where you may be a little bit more organized than in arranging things and really in the right proper order, more so than usual, and really being more attentive to details, being very punctilious with details as well. This is a period where really about work-related matters may really take strong precedence in this particular time, and really a lot of things that might seem more enjoyable might be put to the back burner, so to speak. But it's also important to remember that even if you find where you're putting things that you seem that are frivolous or insignificant to the side in order to prioritize work, that don't be oblivious to having fun and being whimsical as well, and having some enjoyment as well, not to let work dominate your point to where you don't have enjoyment during this transit of the Sun in the sixth house. So those are some things to look at as far as this transit may go. And really, this is a period too where you might even might work a lot more harder, more laboriously than you generally do. It might be a period where you might be expending a lot of energy, and you might have very strong, really feel that strong energy, stamina, and vitality as far as at work goes, and you have that ability to put more into whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in a work-related goal. If there is something where say if you have pets, there might be a stronger emphasis and concentration of energy on pets during this period. There might be things that you have to do more with the pets that you might have been putting off or procrastinating for some time. So that, and also you maybe if you might become more interested in pets if you don't have one. So so those are some things to consider with this transit. Also, it's important to look at, say, the sign that the sun is in when it's transiting the sixth house. Say that the sun is in Capricorn for either the majority or all of the period where it's transiting your sixth house. This could be a period where it really pushes as far as seriousness and strong responsibility, perhaps in matters connected with work. Say if the sun is in Aquarius when it's transiting the sixth house, well, this could be a period where maybe you might be doing some work-related things that are a little bit more technical, or something with computers, more electronics. There might be more activity with that. There might be a period where maybe you're putting in things connected with new technology, modern innovations. That things maybe bringing things that are as far as new technology goes into the work sphere at this particular time. So those are, and you might be just doing some work connected with these items. So those are some things to look at. And also it's also important to look at the aspect that the transit sun is making during this time, or I should say the aspects that are made during that transit to the sixth house. Now let's say if the transit sun is sextiling or trining your natal Jupiter during this period, well, that can add a lot of exuberance and real optimism and positive energy into what it is you're doing at work. And it could be a fortuitous position too, because Jupiter is positive and making a positive aspect. Well, you can't go wrong with that. Well, anyway, it's also, and say for another thing to look at too, is that when the sun transits the sixth house, it can often in that period could make an inconjunct aspect to your ascendant, and in that particular time when it does that for that period, you may feel, well, a little bit, as far as your energy might feel a little bit dissipated and zapped during that period, and just you might really, it could indicate maybe some overexertion, because inconjuncts can often be about health related issues, and so that's just something important to remember as far as this transit goes for people that have the sun transiting their sixth house in their natal chart. Well, anyway, people, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the sun transiting the sixth house in a natal chart, and stay tuned next time where I'll be dissertating and talking about the sun transiting the seventh house in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel, but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.